We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Ready. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Throwing to start the drive. Streets. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, Party, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
19, 40, 70.
Back to throw. Streets. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches. To your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Westbrook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Stenson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On first down, Westbrook. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. That was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
What's that expression, life comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Rig, 60 Bobcat, 19 Lions, Dragon 60.
Operating from the gun, Streets. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Up the middle they go. Hurd. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
76.
On third down, Hurd. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
A gain of only a
Warriors,
yard.
70.
It's 4th down.
Ready.
On 4th down, Carmichael. He's going to keep back to his running back out of the backfield. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try one for it on first and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Ryland up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
2nd and 5. Now he's going to step up and run. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Cook makes the catch on the out route. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Operating from the gun, Streets. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Ready up.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hurd. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 19, start. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Carmichael. It's complete to Cook. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Streets. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Panther 11. Ready? 79, 18, Pioneer. 79 Broncos. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Streets. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Ready, ready.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Streets. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
7 Pirates. Come on, come on.
Throwing to start the drive. Carmichael. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Off play action. Carmichael. And this is Smith to the ground. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
41-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. A great play there. Keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. An extra point by Ryland up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll run on first down. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Rattler, 18 Rattler. Step ready. 60 by 60 foot.
Operating from the gun. Streets. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Second and 10.
Catch. Cut 19. Cut 19. 70 range. 70 range. 19 tight. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Operating from the gun. Streets. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
70. Trap 60. Trap 60. 19 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. Streets. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
19 Tiger, 19.
Off the play fake. Carmichael. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw. Carmichael. And this one's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on.
Off play action. Carmichael. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 42 yards. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
He finds his man, complete. It's Parsons. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat. Ready.
Looking to throw. streets. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Knight.
First down.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2 on the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
Dragon 60. Mustang 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go now.
They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know,
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Ryland on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
definitely with the defense because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go around. Now it's 2nd and 10.
70 Rangers. Stephanie. Cougar 19. 79 Broncos.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. .46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught. McMillan with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Carmichael. This is caught by McMillan. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Carmichael. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Crap goal 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Let's go now.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Looking to throw. Streets. Throw left side complete. That's Parsons. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Ready. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Carmichael. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Carmichael. And Cook has it left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the 1st half. Back to throw. Carmichael. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Go. Ready, right?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
Ready, set. Set up. Ready,
Off play action. Carmichael to the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Hold the set.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
60 easy.
Back to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Alvarado. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Oh,
they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And running with power here. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
19, Charger, 19, Warriors, 70. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Throwing to start the drive. Streets. This one left side caught by Collins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll let this go deep for Collins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You have to do the combat. Try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
Trap 60. Here we go. Ready, ready. Hut. 70 Lions.
They'll look to throw now on first down. There's that man again. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Carmichael. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Carmichael. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
19 Lions.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Streets. And his throw is incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Cup 19. Cup.
Operating from the gun. Streets. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Operating from the gun, Carmichael. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
Back to throw, Carmichael. And that is incomplete.
The first down pass.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
19, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Carmichael. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready.
On 4th down, Carmichael. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 Lions. 79 Broncos. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. On a slant, here's Collins. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 3. Now he'll tuck this and run. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. That is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painting the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
70 Rangers. Ready.
Looking to throw. Streets. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Texans on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Ready.
Back to throw. Streets. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Panther 60. Panther 6. Dragon 60.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down. Streets. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
70, 70,
They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Hawk 7, Cowboy 80.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Chop 60, chop 60. 70 Rangers, 77 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 18 Rattler, 18.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll find McMillan here. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Off play action. Carmichael. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Let's go now.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Buffalo 18. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing to start the drive. Streets. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup.
2 yards to go, second down.
At the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Gain of 4 yards. The Texans.
Operating from the gun. Streets. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws.
And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Hunter hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, and to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Streets. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Collins. He's got it. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet, and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Let's go now. Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Carmichael. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Carmichael. This is caught by McMillan. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Stephanie! Mustang 19! Let go!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
1st and 10
Go!
at the 19-yard line.
60 Cowboy 8!
They'll look to throw again. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Here we go. Start. Cougar knife.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
19 tight. 19 tight.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
70 Lions. Hurt. 19 Lions.
Looking to throw. Streets. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Faster. 19 Charger. 70 Ranger. Scoop.
Back to throw. Streets. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Back to throw again. He'll try and do this himself. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Operating from the gun. Streets. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have.
Is recovered by the Seahawks.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
18, Robert, trap 60, trap 60. 7 Pirates. 18, Pioneer. Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Streets. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
6-2. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a run and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always